Now, which one of you shall attend my party? Ah yes. Holly? Get out of here. I do not tolerate your kind. Especially at my parties.
Beatrice, please.
It's Mrs. Richmond. You are all to address me as Mrs. Richmond. Is that understood?
Yes, Mrs. Richmond.
Excellent. Now, as for you, Holly. If I see your disgusting self again, I will have Luigi here remove you. Is that understood? Good. Run along now. It's easy to spot one of lower class. For instance, look at Holly's pathetic clothes. Clearly, they weren't bought from Harrods. Ensure that you always keep this in mind.
Yes, Mrs. Richmond.
I believe we're done here. You will know if you're invited shortly.
Hello.
What do you think you are doing? Don't you know who that is?
Don't be stupid. Of course I know who it is. It's Mrs. Richmond.
If you truly knew her, you wouldn't approach her like that. You don't approach Beatrice Richmond, she comes to you.
Yes. And with those clothes, you're never going to get invited to any of her parties.
Parties?
See? You don't know her at all. Mrs. Richmond holds parties at her mansion, every 2 months or so. She selects those she wants to attend, based on their wealth. That's why she dismissed Holly over there.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's just her flaunting her power, really.
Well, I think we'd better be leaving now. Good luck.
Yes?
I have a proposition for you.
Well, out with it then.
My mother isn't going to talk to you, and I need the money, so...
So?
If you give me £10, I will see if I can arrange a small play date with Lily.
You just said she was a special case though.
Indeed. If she ends up causing me any trouble, I will be charging extra. This is your only opportunity. Take it or leave it. I haven't got all day.
All right. I'll do it.
Oh, and next time?
Yes?
Next time, I love a good Cadbury dairy milk. Call it a guilty pleasure. But my mother won't let me have it, as it's for a lower class of people.
Why are you telling me this? Go and arrange the play date. The bell will be going soon.
Just ensure that you bear that in mind the next time we do business.
Not you. Maybe you. But wear better jewelry next time.
Mother. May I play with Lily? Oh, Mummy. Why?
We will continue this later. My little princess comes first.
Oh, Mother, please. Please may you arrange a play date with Lily?
Is she wealthy? You know the rules, dear. Well, Penelope? Where is this Lily?
Well, she. Oh, here comes Lily's mother now.
No. No. Penelope, what have I told you about mothers who aren't like us?
That I shouldn't associate with them.
Exactly right, my dear. Look at her clothes. And her hair.
Well, actually, this is just a fashion choice.
A fashion choice?
Yes. Why, it's actually very trendy to dress poor.
Really?
Oh yes. I believe that dressing more modestly actually helps you blend in more with the peasants that are the middle class. You wouldn't want them to be begging you for money, would you?
Ah yes, I suppose one wouldn't want those people noticing and crowding around them. Tell me, what does your hubby do for a living?
Well, you see. My hubby owns one of the largest law firms in London. He is very accomplished. But I'm afraid he doesn't give me much money. And I don't see him often.
Ah yes, hubbies are like that, aren't they? Leave us for months at a time, and don't give us enough money. Mine gives away real estate, at discounted prices. He does far too much charity work if you ask me.
Yes. Mine barely gives me 1,000 a week.
You poor soul. You must keep the pressure on your hubby, you know. Threaten to leave him if he continues.
Believe me. The next time I see him, I will.
Indeed you should. Oh, and did I catch your name?
My name's Amanda Reddington.
Amanda. An elegant name. Not like those other mothers. Unfortunately, that name has been stolen by the lower classes these days. It's rare to meet a genuine Amanda such as yourself.
What about your name?
I prefer to go by Mrs. Richmond. And you are to address me as such. But, seeing as you have stated your first name Mrs. Reddington, I owe it to you to state mine. Beatrice Richmond.
Very good. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Richmond. Now, is it possible to arrange a playdate between our daughters?
Well, I suppose we can arrange a little get-together after school. After all, it's what my little princess Penelope desires. My address is 14 James Street. It's quite far from here in Notting Hill, but I'm sure you'll find it. Be there no later than 4:30.
Very good. I will be there.
Then we are agreed. I'll see you then. It was a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Reddington. I'll see you later this afternoon. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a spa appointment to attend.
The pleasure is all mine, Mrs. Richmond. It's rare to meet one with such class.
Come, Luigi.
You see, they're very nice people. I've arranged a playdate for you after school. Mummy is leaving now, Lily. Be good.
Well, I suppose it can't be that bad. It's only what? Like 2 hours? You put up with her all day at school anyway. That's just it, Fatima. There's only so much Penelope I can handle in one day. Look at her. All spoiled, selfish, and rude. See? If that's how she acts in school, how am I supposed to deal with her in her own house? At least in school, I can avoid her.
I suppose you're right. At least in school, we can cut her out.
Hello, Lily. Are you looking forward to our play date? Go away, Penelope. Let me eat my lunch in peace. Now, don't take that tone with me, Lily. After all, your mother went to such trouble to arrange our little play date. Why, it would be a shame if someone spoiled it.
Penelope, she asked you to leave her alone.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
You know who I am, Penelope. You're just too spoiled and wrapped up in your own ego to want to speak to me.
Sorry, but I have no idea who you are. I'll see you later, Lily.
Right. That does it. We're getting back at that spoiled piece of garbage.
That's easier said than done, Fatima.
She's such a spoiled brat, though. I just wish there was a way we could stand up to her without getting in trouble.
Well, accidents do happen on the playground.
Go on, don't keep me waiting.
Okay, so.
Let's see how she likes the taste of her own medicine.
Okay, remember to say it loudly. It will look more convincing that way.
Got it. Tag. I'm it. That'll teach her.
Oh, Penelope, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. Oh, it's okay, Lily. In fact, I'm still very much looking forward to our play date later. Besides, accidents happen. Don't trouble yourself.
What?
Are you sure? Of course. Like I said, accidents do happen. Now, I must be going. I am so looking forward to the play date later.
Well, we tried, I guess.
Yeah. I just can't believe she's fine with her uniform all messed up like that. Oh God. I think I know what she's doing.
What do you mean?
The playdate. She's going to make it a living hell after this. That's why she said she was so looking forward to it. Mummy, are you sure we can't cancel?
Why on earth would you want to do that?
Well, you see, earlier today,
Tell me later. We're here.
Why are you bringing that bag? What's in it?
Chocolate for Penelope.
Why are you giving her chocolate? She probably bathes in it.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Just be a good girl and trust Mummy. Now remember to be on your best behavior. And to play nicely with Penelope.
And what will you be doing?
Enjoying the luxury I deserve. I'll bring you back a cupcake or something if you're good. See, Lily? This is what we could have had. If your grandfather didn't.
If Booba didn't what?
Oh, never mind. You wouldn't understand.
Amanda, so good of you to make it. Won't you come inside? Dearest Penelope has so been looking forward to her play date.
Say hello, Lily.
Hello.
Good girl. Run along and play nicely now.
You have a wonderful way with your daughter. She's very well disciplined.
Thank you. Actually, I qualified as a nanny. Although Lily does need to become a better listener.
She listens to you very well. Although, I suppose that ensuring complete obedience from time to time is certainly worthwhile. Right then. Shall we sit down? I have some wonderful pastries from the local French bakery. Only cost me £100 or so. A fantastic deal, really.
Yes, we shall. You really must show me these great pastries of yours.
Splendid.
Now, what should we play first? I know what we could do. What? Do you see that stupid old man over there? Yes, what about him? He's James, our gardener. Do you have a James at your mansion too? Well, my grandma does the gardening, and she's very good. What a cheapskate your mother is. It's much easier to just hire someone who knows what they're doing. James only costs us £2,000 a month. Surely, your family can afford that. Now listen here. My mummy is not a cheat anyway. I want you to go and knock James over head first into the ground. I'm not doing that. It's wrong. And I'm not a bully like you. Oh come now, Lily. He's old, he's frail, and I do it all the time. And if he complains, my mother will just fire him. Forget it, Penelope. I'm not doing it. That's a shame. You've shown you're excellent at knocking others down. That was an accident. It doesn't matter. Now, are you going to do it? Or am I going to have to call Charles to play a game of fetch? Who's Charles? One of your big scary butlers? You'll see. Is it still a no? Get her, Charles. Like how you caught those foxes last night. Charles, sniff her out.
Please, Amanda, help yourself. There's yellow gold tea, oolong, although that's quite eccentric for my tastes, and of course, leaf black tea. And that's not all I have here.
I think I'll try leaf black tea.
Good choice. You know, that's my favorite. It is, of course, very expensive. I must let you know where to purchase it from. It's only £400 or so a kilo from Portugal. Ah, I almost forgot. Please forgive me, Amanda, I didn't mean to be so inhospitable. Why, we can't have our tea without pastries. Oh no, Amanda, please, don't trouble yourself. I pay people for that. Thank you, Reginald.
Oh, I mustn't. I'm so very overweight.
Please, Amanda, help yourself. You're actually quite, how should I say, thin. The good kind of thin. Feel free to take as many as you want. These things are a penny a dozen to me.
I'm sure Lily would love some. I'll put them in my handbag.
Would you like me to get you something to carry those in? I wouldn't want you to spoil your quaint little handbag. I must say, I really like its low-class style. I suppose you have to refrain from showing off in some of the poorer areas at times.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Reginald.
That's very kind of you, Mrs. Richmond. I'll be sure to return the favor.
That's what I like about you, Amanda. The other mothers never do anything for me. Why, if possible, I would love a lunch at Marrishuanna. It's a very cheap, quaint little place. I'm sure you can afford it.
Well, yes, I suppose I can manage that. I'll bring my au pair too.
Your au pair? Where is she from? It's difficult to find good ones these days. But I don't doubt in your taste, my dear.
She's from Spain. And her name is...
Well, out with it then. What's her name? Don't keep me waiting.
It's Isabella.
There, now was that so hard? Regardless, let us start drinking our tea. It's going to get cold otherwise.
You can't catch me. I'll get you, Brat. I'm the Brat.
This is our lovely home, Mrs. Richmond.
Would you like to see Penelope's room?
I would love to. Very impressive.
If you'll come with me, I'll show you the library.
Charles, sit.
Penelope, did you have fun playing with Lily?
Oh yes, Mummy. We were playing with Charles.
What a good girl you are, introducing Lily to Charles. Isn't she good, Amanda?
Mrs. Richmond, you've been a wonderful and gracious host. But I'm afraid it's getting late. My poor Lily is tired. And the hubby has ordered one of our top chefs to make lobster thermidor tonight.
Fair enough, Amanda. I suppose it is indeed getting late. In fact, I quite fancy lobster thermidor tonight as well. I'll have my chef make it. Speaking of which, who is this top chef of yours?
His name is Marcel Thompson. He's Brazilian. Have you heard of him?
I can't say I have. His name certainly isn't of the Brazilian etiquette though. It sounds more French. Was he not born in Brazil? Oh please, don't worry about it. I shan't keep you any longer. It was very good meeting you today. And I am so looking forward to our lunch at Marrishuanna.
So did you have a nice time with Penelope? You look worn out.
Well, if you call being chased by a psychopath spoiled brat and a rabbit dog nice, I suppose I did.
Now don't talk about Penelope that way. It's because of her that I even got you that playdate. Anyway, I brought you pastries from Mrs. Richmond. I'm told they come from France. I even sampled them earlier. Quite nice really.
Can I please have one now?
No. Only after dinner. And you better eat the lot of it.